Hello, and welcome to the Steve and Mark Discuss podcast, where my associate here, Steve, is going to introduce the subject, and I will respond, and he may respond to my responses. So, over to Steve.
Hi, people. We speak today about errors that we've made, which leaves us in a rather awkward situation. So the first subject is Mr. Biden from the United States. You know that Baltimore bridge collapsed when the cargo ship collided with it and it brought us all down. Well, Biden said that reminiscing, he said that he rode over the Baltimore Bridge many times by train, in spite of the fact that the bridge doesn't have or has never had railway lines on it. So that's awkward.
Yeah.
That's an awkward situation. But this story here has gone all the way around the world several times recently, which has been, and it's a good, it's a funny story, So in the Cheshire, in the Lower Moss Nature Reserve and Wildlife Hospital admitted a baby hedgehog that had taken there in a box with some food.
Yeah.
By an elderly lady. She said that she found it at the side of the road. It looked to be in distress. And so she put it in a box, took it home, put it in a dark space, put some food by the side of it, and the following day she took it to the Nature Reserve Hospital, which one would do,
Yeah.
So the vet at the hospital, Janet Cox, had to advise that the poor little animal was actually a pom-pom from a woolly hat, and that the lady, she'd mistaken it for a baby hedgehog.
Yeah.
Now that's awkward. That's got to be awkward
Well,
when you're in the vet's office and you say, "Look, can you look after this, please?" And it's a pom-pom from a woolly hat, But the BBC ran with this story, and some people sent in messages, about them doing something similar. And so there was this guy and his wife. He was driving down a country road. It was a bit of country road, but it was a country road nonetheless.
Yeah.
And he saw a hedgehog in the middle of the road. So he stopped the car and he stopped the traffic. Stopped the traffic. He took the hedgehog and he took it to the side of the road where there was a fence, and he put it on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
And he even got applause from some of the drivers in the queue waiting to pass by. And he waved them on. And he went back to the car, and she said, "Oh, that was nice of you." He says, "Yeah." He said, "It was a piece of horse shit." He said, "But I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed that I had to pick it up and take it to the fence because I stopped all the traffic." So he should have. I'm sure that he got some smelly fingers later on in the day. Although horse manure doesn't smell all that much.
Yeah.
And there was also another story of a lady who, at night time, it would have been in the autumn or winter.
Yeah.
She saw a little waif stray, which could have been a kitten, which could have been a vole.
Yeah.
But unkempt.
Yeah.
And she threw a cloth over it and wrapped it up in this cloth and took it in a house, put it in a box, put it next to the radiator to keep it warm, and put a little saucer of milk in there. And the following day, she went to see how it was getting on.
Mm.
And it turned out it was a piece of malt loaf, fruited malt loaf.
Mm.
What she'd forgotten is that on the morning of the day before, she threw out a malt loaf for the birds and the animals. They could eat. They could eat it. I think that's why I thought it was the autumn and winter.
Yeah.
So all of these are sort of leave us we feel rather embarrassed, when we do these sort of things. And it isn't limited to us humans. I have to ask myself, I wear glasses, but are my eyes all that good anyway? Especially when you mix it with your brain.
Yeah.
You mix them with your brain, your brain makes you think that you're seeing something that perhaps you're not seeing as much. But I remember seeing an excerpt from the program The Chase.
Oh yeah, I know of it. Yes.
The Chase, with Bradley Walsh and the Chasers. And there was one guy who was really, really nerdy, really, really nerdy, and he's an ornithologist. He likes birds and bird spotting. And one of the questions was a lammergeier? Is a lammergeier an eagle, a seabird, or a vulture? And this guy, he went off. As he was a nerdy guy. It's like listening to Rain Man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He said yes. He said yes. There's even a story of a lammergeier. What they do is they get a tortoise and take it up high, and then they let go of them onto a rock, and then the tortoise breaks open, and they go down and eat it. He said, but there was one story of a lammergeier who got his tortoise, went up in the air, dropped it, and he mistook a bald-headed man for a rock. He said he killed the bald-headed man.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't have known a great deal about it. But so even animals, they've got the same. They have the same problem,
Yeah.
So they have it. Why are we? Do our brains rule our eyes? Do our eyes rule our brains? That's the one we have to try and sort out.
Right. Yes. It's the old thing is only human. Yes, animals make mistakes. They must have pets.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, you watch your little, sometimes in the background, Steve has guinea pigs. Something. Yeah, that you watch them sometimes and they go and do something and then they fall off something. My sister's animals. Dogs do crazy things all the time. And they're actual hunting animals, let's be honest. Dogs are still hunting animals. Doesn't matter, little Susie is. They go to me making a mistake pronouncing a dog I can't even pronounce properly. But they make mistakes. You watch any animal, so they misjudge things. Even stealthy cats sometimes make mistakes when they're walking along a fence or something. They miscalculate. But their reactions are very, very quick. Very rare. I mean, they do it themselves occasionally. But we're only animals. I mean, we might be the top of the tree as in intellect. We'd like to think they are anyway. Yeah, we've probably got dolphins and crows up there with us. But yeah,
the example that you gave the dogs and cats were misjudging where you were.
Yeah,
misjudging misjudging your footing. But I'm talking about when they think they can see something.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, it turns out that it's something else. So if a cat, for example, saw something in the distance and it chased after it, thinking it's prey.
Yeah.
And it turns out that it's a fluffy piece of toilet paper or something like that. What was the cat thinking?
Well, yeah, it saw something that was potentially its prey, and that's it. It's what they're programmed to do. See something, act. Is it a threat? No, no time to run away. Can I eat it? Possibly. Or can I kill it? Because cats don't always eat what they kill now.
But it's that moment of convincing yourself of what you're seeing.
Yeah.
That I find fascinating.
Well, yeah.
Myself, you're walking along a road at night, and you think you see somebody laid at the side of the road, and you go across and investigate, and it's nothing but a bundle of whatever it is, But you're convinced, especially when I was younger, my mind was a lot more,
Well, yeah. When as I said to you, younger people, sometimes, your mind is working so quickly that, your body acts before your even brain got there. With us older people, well, the body isn't going to follow. The body is definitely going to follow the brain because it can't keep up. Doing silly things, seeing things. We are programmed like that, particularly if it's something. Probably two things. Probably something to care about and something for danger. Yeah, we're probably programmed to try and make that assessment instantly. We do immediate assessments. Now I'm going to take this on a bit. Now, I've done health and safety in my past and actually been on courses and all that. And it's a step back, think about what you're doing, make your assessments and everything. Very, but in practice, it's sometimes difficult when as human beings, we're zoning in on things. Yeah. And we're going to see things sometimes like that. So the theory is step back, make your assessment. What is it? What's the problem? What could be the danger? Am I going to look stupid if I do this? But we do act. We do act. So with all the best training in the will in the world, occasionally we make misjudgments for all the right reasons sometimes. The president of the US, I'd have hoped would have been probably better briefed than that and not start hallucinating about things that don't exist on a bridge. I suspect there's a little bit more behind that than just a regular mistake. I could look at that bridge and think that. He's put two things together there from whatever. Let's get on to something else. But
he wanted to feel closer to the public.
Well, he certainly got talked about. He's certainly got noted. To close this out, I think, animals will make mistakes. We are just animals. We like to see sometimes what we think is there. That's, I said, to do an assessment about danger or to do an assessment about natural empathy to something, because the examples you gave as well. Yeah. And then we don't want to look stupid sometimes. We all do things. I can't think of anything I've done recently that's particularly ridiculous outside of podcasts. Maybe a couple of things, but I've done the classic recently of looking for my mobile phone when it's been in my hand. Yeah. Or I was looking for my glass.
That's not an optical illusion.
Yeah. Where's my mobile?
Who are you to talk about Biden?
Yeah. But okay, that's quite regular, because the last thing, And you don't do it. You know, I've got a teenager in the house, a teenage child in the house who assesses everything I do and then just goes, "You're old, Daddy." Oh, well, thank you for that. Yes. And and I turn around and I say, well, if that be the case, you're going to be the one that's going to have to look after me. And that's my retort.
Talk a bit about being absent-minded. Yeah. I've got two pairs of glasses, one for distance and one for close.
Yeah.
And several times I've tried to put one pair of glasses over the top of the other, forgetting that I've already got one pair of glasses on my face.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've got these are the very vocals I've got. So yeah, but it's a Fred Suffolk. But yeah, we all do things with glasses, you know. We go looking for our glasses, and I was looking for my glasses yesterday, and I walked past them 3 times, and then I found I put them on top of a surface, the refrigerator. Why you put glasses above your head? I don't know. And my daughter said, "Why did you do that?" I said, "Well, if I knew why I did that, I'd have found them the first time." Yeah. You know, yeah. Where did you put them? Well, if I knew that, I'd have found them.
Yeah, of course.